Okay, let's get right to the news. The House Rules Committee is holding a meeting right now on the Republican Party's massive domestic policy bill to advance President Trump's legislative agenda. The lawmakers convened at a 1 a.m. hearing to process and debate any changes to the legislation. More than 500 amendments have been submitted to the committee, most of them from Democrats. This meeting comes after President Trump visited Capitol Hill yesterday to pressure some party members to get on board with the bill. Behind closed doors, Trump warned conservative hardliners against steeper cuts to Medicaid. He also criticized some blue state Republicans pushing to raise the state and local tax deduction cap known as SALT. President Trump spoke to reporters afterwards.
Who told you I said I'm losing?
That's what we heard inside the room.
It's a lie. Wait a minute. Wait. Who's told you that?
We heard from people inside the room.
Oh, really? It's totally true. I never used the term. I didn't say losing. I didn't even talk about it. In fact, it's the opposite. I think we're going to get it done. I'm not losing patience. We're ahead of schedule. Anybody that told you that is a liar.
And this morning, we're learning that House Republicans may be closing in on a deal to address the state and local tax deduction. 4 Republican sources familiar with the matter tell NBC News. You know, yesterday we had J Mart on, and basically he said the ideology is Trump. And if he goes to the Hill and he tells them what to do, you know, they'll say, well, what's the process for it? What's the ideology? And he'll say, just get it done. This was J Mart yesterday morning, and looks like that's exactly what happened. And now, even on SALT, looks like they're coming close to a deal on SALT.
Yeah, President Trump is reported to have said in the room to Congressman Mike Lawler of New York, who's been pushing for a higher cap, like a lot of other New York, and some blue state Republicans saying, Mike, just drop it. Just drop it. So after all that, we'll see if they drop it fully, but they may not get what they want, those Republicans. And there are all many sticking points. By the way, Donald Trump supported raising the cap on SALT during the campaign. But there are sticking points from conservatives like Chip Roy, who's saying, what you've been saying all along, Joe, is that we're supposed to be fiscally conservative as Republicans. Right. And if this passes in its current form or even close, it's going to skyrocket the national debt well beyond what it was post-World War II, or they're going to set a new record, 125%, 130% of GDP. Right. That's not supposed to be who we are. So we'll see if they can hold the line there.
Well, I mean, they already set those records in Donald Trump's first term. And now, if you are on Capitol Hill and you claim to be a conservative, fiscal conservative, you cannot vote for this bill. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I was, shoved in back corners of leaders' offices and said, you have to do this or else. You just can't do it. Like, we determined we were going to balance the budget, even if it meant that we were going to lose all support from everybody in leadership. And we did. And we still got reelected, and we balanced the budget. And these guys are sitting there and everybody says, oh, what can I do? My party's coming on. The president came down. You can say no. You can just say no. I mean, it worked for us. And by the way, you don't need a ton of people to do it. We had like 11 people, 11 hard no votes. And there aren't 2 or 3 people that don't want to add, that are going to go along with adding $10-20 trillion to the national debt. I'm telling you, the crisis that's going to ensue from this fiscal insanity over the past 20 years, I've got to say, pushed mainly when Republicans are in office, if you add up the numbers, we're going to come to a cliff. We're going to fall over, and it's all going to come back to this vote. This is the time they have to get serious. Moody's is downgrading us. You've got Ray Dalio and others on Wall Street warning it's much worse than you think it is. Jamie Dimon's getting a warning. This is not a close call. $37 trillion going toward $38 trillion. And I swear to God, I say it every year. And every year they pass crazy budgets. I don't get it.
And it's a fiscal crisis potentially, but also, Mika, a political one with some of these Republicans, especially in those swing districts, saying, you're going to ask me to vote for something that gives a massive tax cut to rich people and to corporations.
Right.
but make all of these other cuts somehow to make up for it. You want me to get rid of a bunch of Medicaid for people?
Oh, my
That's not going to work for me politically, some of these Republicans are saying.
Let's bring in U.S. Special Correspondent for BBC News and the host of the Rest is Politics podcast, Katty Kay, the host of Way Too Early, Capitol Hill reporter as well, Ali Vitale, and Chief White House Correspondent for the New York Times, Peter Baker. Ali, let's start with you and get the lay of the land of what's happening in Congress with this situation right now.
Yeah, they're keeping Way Too Early and Morning Joe hours, and we love to see it, honestly. I love when more people are awake with us. But look, they're actually quite behind schedule here in the Rules Committee. They were expecting all of these amendments to be introduced by like 5 or 6 o'clock this morning. They're still hearing from the more senior members on some of these committees. There you see Jim McGovern, who's one of the Democrats on the Rules Committee, holding court there as this Rules Committee hearing continues on. There's the procedural piece of what we're going to see this morning. It's going to look like more testimonials from Democrats and Republicans alike. But then it's also going to be the introduction of hundreds of amendments. We could potentially see some votes on those in the Rules Committee later this morning. And then what we're really anticipating is this so-called manager's amendment that the Speaker or another member of Republican leadership will basically drop into this bill. And it will show the concessions and negotiations that Johnson has been having with key members of the Republican conference. So I would imagine that one of the things we see in there is the agreement that they've come to on SALT. At least our understanding is that the SALT cap deduction would be raised to $40,000 for people making less than $500,000 a year, and then it would go up 1% annually and then stay there after 10 years. So a win for the SALT caucus, or at least one that they could get behind despite being told to drop it. And then the other piece of this that we're waiting to see is what happened with Medicaid work requirements. The concern from some hardline conservatives was that these new restrictions didn't snap in soon enough. And so they wanted to see those clauses come into play sooner. Chip Roy and Ralph Norman and other hardliners that we often talk about have been negotiating hard on pieces like that could be cost-saving mechanisms that assuage some of their concerns on the deficit. But I have to tell you, I think that Joe's read on the on this situation is right, which is that despite people who have been deficit hawks, Trump coming in and saying just pass this thing, honestly, is likely enough here. And it doesn't tackle a lot of the deficit concerns that these conservatives said that they care about.
So, Peter Baker, you had the President of the United States yesterday just telling every Republican it's time to get on board. Enough. Let's get this one big, beautiful bill, as they're calling it, through Congress. He's asking, though, as Joe and I were just discussing, conservative Republicans to vote for something that projects almost $4 trillion added to the deficit over the next decade or so. So I guess the question is, do you stick to your principles as a conservative or loyalty to the president?
Well, I mean, look, you know, what we've seen time and time again is that some of these hard right conservatives will make their displeasure known with bills like this. They'll gum up the works for a while, but then Trump will come in, crack the whip, and ultimately they go along. And so far, there's nothing to suggest that Trump doesn't continue to have, you know, the dominant hand in this party. That's why they sent him to the Hill yesterday. He's not negotiating details. He doesn't know the details probably all that well. It's not his thing. His thing is there to go up there and say, look, guys, time's up. Enough of this, get on board. And he has made clear to them the consequences if they don't. Those who don't get on board when he counts, when he's paying attention, they get primaries, or at least that's the threat. And they know that he sometimes makes good on that, and the fact that he has more popularity among their constituents than they do. So it's a technique that's worked for him over the years. It's also worth remembering that you're asking these House members, these Republicans, to take a vote on something that's not even going to last. This is not going to be the final version of the bill. It's going to go to the Senate. Senate's going to do a very different thing with it. We don't know exactly how it'll be different, but you may end up as a House member taking a vote to do something that won't be in the final bill, but you'll pay a cost for it politically back home anyway.
Yeah, and Katty, as I said yesterday, that happened to Democrats in 1993. They were BTU'd, as they said, where they were forced to vote for something in the House that didn't even survive the Senate bill, and it ended up costing them. And it's so fascinating. This is here we are 10 years later, still saying the same thing, where there are some members in districts that need to go along with Donald Trump to win the primary, but going along with something like this bill will likely make some of these people that won in Biden districts actually endangered politically, and most likely will make them lose the election. And we just keep seeing this cycle over and over again. And you just wonder when people actually start worrying about, one, what's best for the country, and two, what gives them the best chance to win a general election.
Yeah, I mean, why is Mike Lawler pushing for more SALT deductions? Because he's living in a blue state where Donald Trump pushed up the tax costs for people living in his district, and he knows that he has to campaign against that. But you're right on what's best for the country. I mean, the warning signs are everywhere. That trip I just took talking to European business members, this was a topic of conversation, Joe, that came up repeatedly. Like, what is the health of the American economy? Should we now be looking at reweighting our investments out of the United States? The American market has been fantastic for investors ever since 2008. It's been booming. But there's a real sense around the world now, particularly in Europe, that this is not the place to put your money. America is too risky. And the thing that is risky is partly the politics are too volatile and the tariffs. But the other thing that is risky is this underlying financial irresponsibility, that the debt is just out of control. So, Peter, to you, when members are debating these issues, just to Joe's point, how many of them are actually just thinking about their short-term survival, and how many are thinking this is actually potential? I mean, there are a lot of warning bells out there. Ray Dalio is not the only one who's saying this is a crisis looming. How many of them are thinking, my God, this could be something really serious that we're on the brink of?
Well, you've never lost money making bets in Washington on short-term imperatives over long-term, health of a country. No question about that. And you're right. They're looking at what happens in the next 2 years, not what happens in the next 10 years, not what happens in the next 20 years. Remember, Elon Musk told us in last year's campaign that they would be cutting the deficit, not adding to it. He was asked at that Madison Square Garden rally right before the election, I was there, how much would we cut out of the deficit if Trump gets elected? He said, we'll cut $2 trillion out of the $6 trillion annual spending from the government. Instead, of course, rather than cutting anything that will change the overall fiscal picture, they're adding to it. They've made a lot of cuts. They've hurt a lot of agencies, thrown a lot of people out of work, but they're simply adding to the deficit anyway through big spending on certain items that they care about and through tax cuts that will cost the Treasury even more money over the next 10 years than previously. So the truth is, this has been a bipartisan issue for a lot of years. There's not been much of a constituency for long-term fiscal health in this country, really since the 90s when Joe was in Congress, really since the Bill Clinton Republican Congress era when they balanced the budget. It has not been a political imperative to care much about the deficit, frankly, for either party. They give lip service to it, but the last serious effort to make any real dent in the deficit was more than a decade ago during Obama's presidency. It didn't last very long. That's been a victory of short term over long term for quite a while now.